It is Memorial Day weekend, and I thought that it would be very full with concerts and movies, possible comedy show. We were mentally making plans. And then Louis had to go to the vet. Our concern changed to be very much about him, and anything that wasn't paid for or on my teaching schedule sort of just got canceled. I needed sleep because I was up a lot through the night. John has a new season of Stranger Things to watch. So in between just, caring for the dog, and after successfully facing a new challenge and administering an IV to our dog and then an injection, like some regular vet techs in training, we're just taking the day to be. I'm watching a gross amount of Real Housewives because that's genuinely all I have the mental capacity for. And there is a part of me that feels like it's a beautiful day to read an entire book or get some work done or clean or go out. There is actually a concert I really, really intended to be at tonight, but for some reason never bought tickets. And even though part of me would like to go, it feels like a gift from the universe that every time I tried to buy these tickets, I kept getting stopped somehow. Technology glitches or random things. And now we just have the day to be. And this skill of being is new for me. All the time in yoga classes, I'll say, we are human beings, not human doings. So how can we just learn to be? And the sentiment is for sure borrowed from some teacher who rocked my world while I was a student. And it's such a gift to get to share it and to remind myself that if we are moving from a place of love, if we are all good with who we are and are healing, then we know that there is no doing that has to be done. We're already here. We've already arrived. We are good enough. We are good. We are enough. We are whole. We are still seeking growth. But the thing about being on this side of healing is recognizing that growth cannot happen without rest. Growth cannot happen without rest. And so, while I could work, and I have considered the low-hanging fruit on my to-do list and what could be done with the background of Real Housewives, I am listening to my soul and my heart and my body, and I'm choosing I think I'm gonna cut my toenails. I think that's the big task for today. And I'm gonna feel so good when it's done. But the idea that there's anything that needs to be done is silly. Because this mentality that we waste our days is crazy, because I was sort of brought to believe that it's a waste to take the pause, to take the rests, to watch the movie. That's the waste. And now I see it such the opposite, right? I think it's such a waste for us to be in a hurry with these precious moments that we have. I think it's a waste that we're not present. But it's really fucking hard to get present. And maybe that's it too. We won't ever feel present unless we learn to pause. Because my brain, my thinking mind has to be able to crawl onto a shelf and take a nap while my true self gets to enjoy the experience, whatever that is. And so if I cannot figure out how to embrace the rest, how to embrace the comfort within myself on these days when my soul is tired and I just need to recoup at home, how am I going to learn to be comfortable and fully connected to myself in the most ecstatic moments of my life? How can I feel into what I want the most? How can I absorb it when it is here? I think it starts with the pause. It starts with the rest. And all of that encourages the conversation with yourself. The conversation that tells me, like, hey, it's a Real Housewives and quick from the fridge meal kind of day. And that is a-okay. There's also a difference between like burrowing ourselves, isolating, and like not dealing. There's a difference between that and taking the pause and taking the rest. And sometimes the not deal is all that we can deal, and that's fine. I've spent many, many days there. But today is a day spent in bed with Real Housewives that doesn't feel rooted in like depression. The stress and things, the anxiety, like it's not really present. It doesn't feel crushing. I just feel tired, and it's okay that I'm tired. If I want to continue to show up for Louie, to show up for John, to teach 2 awesome classes tomorrow, and one the next day, and one the next day, I've got to show up for myself. And what me needs, the best way I can advocate for myself, is to chill the fuck out. To release any pressure and just allow myself to be. We are enough. We are all connected by that very fact, by that very wholeness, by that very light. We are not alone. We are not lacking. And we are never ever lazy. We're healing. And we have to pause. We have to recharge. We have to disconnect sometimes to reconnect to that little place inside that needs a deeper breath and an extra dose of love. So I'm going to keep leaning on into that this evening, and I wish only the best and the brightest to each of you.